Hello and welcome everybody. This is James Orr, and tonight I'm going to give you a very brief tour of the new Tax Lien's HQ system. I'm going to show you some of the new features that we have and show you how to navigate around and make an order of tax lien data. So I'm going to show you here. If you just go to taxlienshq.com, that's the website address that I'm at. I'm going to go click on log into account. If you don't have an account already, you're welcome to click on register for a free account here, or you can click on register for a free account right here, and you'll be able to go ahead and create a new account. It's real easy to do. I've already got an account that I set up for this demo, so I'm going to go ahead and just log into that account now. You just enter in your email address here if you already have an account. And of course, if you've lost your password, you can leave the password blank and hit log into account, and the system will automatically email you your lost password to that email address. I happen to know my password, at least I think I do. And I'm going to log into my account. Once I log into my account, it's going to show me some basic information about the account here. A couple things I'll point out to you is, number one, this little chart here right in the middle of the screen shows the number of tax liens added per day to the system. Each day, the people that work on the site and actually go out there and gather the tax lien data come in, they enter into the system, and it does a quick sum for you and shows you kind of the status of the number of new liens entered into the system. So you'll be able to go and look at that in your chart, in your account anytime you want to. Right beneath that, you can also check out the list of batches. A batch is just a download of different tax liens that you've set. So we're going to go over and cover that here when I show you how to order it, but you'll be able to go look at that. If you want to go and add funds to your account, you can go see your account balance right here. I did put some money into this account in order to show you how to check out with this particular one. If you need to add funds to your account, you're welcome to go click on Add Funds. That will allow you to go either add money monthly automatically. That's really good if you're having liens delivered to you daily and you want to make sure that your account is always fully funded to be able to get those liens. Or you can do a one-time payment and add money to your account using that. As soon as you click on the subscribe button, it'll have you go through a checkout process, and the money is usually credited to your account in a couple seconds. Let's go down here and add a new batch to download. When you click on download batches of tax liens, it's going to show you the list of any batches you've recently made. And this is a brand new account for this demo only, and so there are no batches currently in there. It shows you the price for liens. Right now they're 25 cents a piece with phone numbers 10 cents more. It shows my account balance on here. And then I'm going to run through some of the different selection criteria that you have on this particular system. The first thing, it's going to ask you the number of liens you want to export. It limits you based on a couple different factors. Number one is the lien availability in the database. It actually updates real time for you based on your selection criteria and the ones that you've already bought. So it will not give you duplicates to the ones you've already bought before. Our system is smart enough to know what you've ordered from us and make sure that you don't get those. It also limits you by account balance. So if you only have $25 in your account, it's going to limit you to the number of liens that you already have in here. And if you have more money on account than we have liens, then it'll be the lower of the two. You can also limit it by range of values. For example, let's say you only wanted liens above $50,000. You can go click on 50,000. It will show you the minimum lien value now is now 50,000, the maximum is now 1 billion, and it shows you the number of liens available in the system right now is only 343 for you. I'm going to put that in something more reasonable, something like $2,000. For a lot of tax resolution companies, $2,000 is about the magic number for what it's worth in order to have that amount in tax debt before they're willing to start working on the accounts. So that's a pretty typical number there. And then we want to do end up, which $1 billion is going to be on the upper threshold of most of our data. Starting lien date, you'll be able to go and select when you want the data from. If you don't want anything longer than 10 days or so ago, you can go ahead and set this. Once you get in the system and you're getting liens every day, changing this date becomes less important. But when you're first starting off, you might want to adjust the date and make sure that you're getting data from a more recent time. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this in a little bit just to see when the number of liens starts going down there. So 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and then it's using all available liens. You can use a custom date on there and adjust that later. You can always go and just do that. I'm going to go ahead and use about a week back. You can also choose to include phone numbers or not include phone numbers. And phone numbers are just 10 cents extra. You can go ahead and put yes on there, and that's going to go ahead and adjust your numbers for you on that. Or I'm going to put, in this case, just no, and you'll go ahead and see that on there. Business or personal, you can choose whether or not you want business liens or personal liens. You can choose that. You can also choose IRS liens only, state liens, or both. I'm going to just do state liens here just as an example. And there's only 4 in the database for that. We're primarily focused on federal tax liens right now. If you have a specific need, though, if you want state liens, let us know and we can have the people that are entering our data make sure they go get that for you. So I'll go back to both on that. And then the lien filing date or the date it was entered to our database, you can select that. You can also sort by geography. So for example, if you only wanted to get liens from Colorado, you could go ahead and put that in there. I'm going to exclude all states, and then I can go click on Colorado, and it will show that I'm only including Colorado. Let's see how many liens there are if we only want to include Colorado for that. Looks like there's only 1 for that time period in that date there for that particular system. So we can go ahead and modify that, add more states until we find the right numbers. I'm going to go ahead for the demo and just include all states on here and then go back to this page. All right, this last part down here gives you the ability for you to have the list of liens that are added to the database daily sent to you. So basically at the end of the night, it'll automatically go through and say, okay, based on the criteria you've selected here, what geography you want, what order you want them delivered in, what type of tax lien, business or personal, whether or not you want phone numbers or not, what the starting lien date was, and the range of values of the liens. It'll go and use all that criteria, and it will send you the newest batch of liens that we have in our system that matches your criteria every single day. Or you can decide to do a one-time order. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick one-time order here. I'm going to go back here and just select Colorado as an example. Do a quick one. Oops. I'm going to exclude all states and only include Colorado. You can also exclude a single state too. Now go back to my download page. It's showing me I've only got 1 lien there. Let me go a little earlier. All right, that shows me about 21 liens. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll go check out with this order. And I'm only going to do a one-time order here. So I'll go confirm that I agree with the above parameters and that I want to be debited for those. That I ordered the batch of liens. And then it shows you the actual liens in the system. 21 liens, no phone number, the entity is individual, lien is all, that's for IRS, state, or both. There is a geographical distinction on there, that's why it shows a little asterisk. We're only doing Colorado. And then the lien value is 2,000 to a billion, and the date we created that was today. Here's the little download link. If you download this, it opens up in a CSV file for you to be able to export it and do whatever you want to. You can put it into your system, put it out on your sales floor, however you want to do that. Now let's say I want to go back and I want to order more liens. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I want some additional states. I'm going to set up California as well, let's say as an example. And I'm not sure how much data is in here for this. Looks like there's a couple more liens for California. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just find out what's going on with California here. And a couple more days of data. And, all right, so I've got 3 already right there. Let me add 1 more state. Let's add Florida. Okay, so now there's 379 available. Now I'll go and I'll restrict it a little bit more so that I can only get more current stuff. And we should start seeing a decrease here in a few times. Okay, so there's like 255 liens in the system now for that selection criteria. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on that I want to receive this daily, and I'll show you what the difference between them are. So now it says, yes, send liens daily based on that criteria above. I'm going to go ahead and certify and check out. Now you'll notice one thing on here. There's a difference between the batch that we downloaded before, the 21 liens, no telephone number, individual, all with a geographical select, and lien values between these values and this date. I can go ahead and download that. The other one, though, shows you a little refresh icon here, little something that shows you that it's recurring, that it repeats every single day for you and gives you new liens. This actually isn't able to be downloaded by itself. You have to wait for it to run. So it takes like a minute or 2 to run. Then if I go download batches of liens again, it should actually show me that it's gone ahead and ran this particular one. Now it shows me 255 liens there. for this basic selection criteria for this. Now, what if I wanted to stop that? It's really easy to stop it. Just hit cancel recurring. It'll show that it's paused, and if you want to resume delivery, you can go ahead and resume it on there. But basically, this thing's going to run every day, and any new liens that come into the system that you haven't yet purchased from us, it's going to go ahead and give those to you so that you'll be able to go download them from here. We'll also email you to tell you that your download has been done and give you a link to go directly download it right from your email account. So that's right there. If you ever want to go see the particular batches that are coming in just from this particular one, you can always click on the little recycle icon, and that'll then show you the recycle one itself and all the ones that are its children. Basically all the ones that are generated daily for downloads for you based on that, and they'll be sorted by date here for you. So that's a quick overview of the Tax Liens HQ download system. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you've got any questions, definitely give us a call. You can talk to Jason or you can talk to myself. Jason's telephone number is 970-930-1040. So 970-930-1040. Jason's an enrolled agent, so he can talk to you about a lot of the data and how you use the data to do telemarketing efforts in order to get more clients, and so he can help you with that. I'm more the programming side, and so if you've got more technical questions, I'd be the one dealing with making sure things are working the way they're supposed to. So this has been James. I hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.